Hey folks, welcome back to the Lorcana Lexicon. Into the Inklands has landed and we are going to start looking at decks straight away. When a new set comes out, what I like to do is revisit old classics and see how many new tools they got. So today, we're going to look back at a deck that I really liked from set 1 because I think it got a lot of new tools and see if it can hang with what everyone else is throwing at us into the Inklands. So as you'll see here, we've got our Emerald Ruby deck. Now you will be forgiven for thinking that it's the Evasive shell because it does have a lot of cards in common, but really what we're doing here is we are abusing Shift. And in particular that means we are abusing Morph. The deck starts with 4 copies of Morph as his ability allows us to shift any Floodborn onto Morph. And that means that some of these Floodborn cards that haven't found homes can find a home here. So we're starting with 4 copies of Morph. We've got 3 copies of Flynn Rider just as an anti-aggro hedge, and then we've got 2 copies of set 1 Flynn Rider because the card is still absurd. We've then got a little Evasive package with 4 Minnie Mouses, 4 Tinkerbells and 2 Goofies. All of these cards just quest for a lot and are hard to interact with, so just putting them down puts a lot of pressure on our opponent. Then you'll see here we've got a couple of Shift packages. We've got 2 Queen of Hearts and then 4 of the Shift Queen of Hearts. Shift Queen of Hearts is obviously great for allowing us to reload our hand, and we don't need to play that many of the little Queen of Hearts because we also have Morph. So this Queen of Hearts has 6 ways to get shifted into play, which is awesome. We're then playing 4 Peter Pan, just a mainstay in these Evasive decks. He kind of fell off a little bit, but with the new Shift Peter Pan, I think he's earned his spot back because again, with Peter Pan and Morph, we have 8 ways to shift this new Peter Pan into play. Now, the next 2 cards are a little bit more sceptical because we have 4 Shift Aladdin and 2 Shift Belle. Now, both of these cards are obviously insanely powerful if you get them into play for their shift cost. So Morph is doing a lot of the heavy lifting with these cards. Belle was an absurd card that everyone lost their mind about during the set 2 pre-release season but never found a home because there wasn't a good Belle to shift her onto. Morph is the new Belle. And the same with Aladdin. We saw Aladdin dominate set 1 constructed, and now we don't need to play the bad Aladdins in our deck because we can just go straight onto the Morph. On the bottom row here we've got our Disruption. So Bucky is an auto include with all of these Shift Floodborn cards, just kind of destabilising our opponent's game plan, but most of the time just giving us another source of ink, which this deck really struggles for, as you'll see along this bottom row here. We've got 4 Lady Tremaine just as a way to control our opponent's board, but she is also a shift card which often gets forgotten, so we can actually get Lady Tremaine down early using Morph and trigger that Bucky effect as well. We have a couple of Madame Medusa, which is the kind of new Lady Tremaine. It's worse in a lot of ways, but I still feel kind of essential here. Just allows us a reasonable amount of board control and can be re-triggered with Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo like we'll see at the end. We've got 4 Maui because of course we do, we're in Ruby. This card isn't going anywhere, this card's insanely powerful, especially comboed with Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo. The fact it's inkable is just absurd if I'm being honest. A couple of Dragonfires. I originally thought of this as being the other 4 Madame Medusa, but I think just being 1 cheaper maybe justifies its spot, but again, being uninkable maybe means Dragonfire finds its way out. We've got 3 Teeth and Ambition, just to keep these aggro decks off our backs, and 4 Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo. Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo is fantastic in this deck for resetting our Tremaines and our Medusas and our Mauis. There's also some really cool lines where you can Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo something with Morph under it, and that lets you get the Morph back to your hand to then shift something later on or just catch up on ink. It's really, really sweet. And it can also be used as a way to protect things like Aladdin and Belle from getting cracked off on the crackback, I guess. I think this deck looks really sweet. Let's hop into the games and see how it plays out. I love this new animation. This is so clean. Okay, our first hand, let's have a look. So, got a lot of expensive stuff. Let's throw back the Bucky. We probably don't need the Medusa if we have the Maui. Yeah, let's just do this. tragic. Oh no. Okay, going to need to rip a morph. Obviously the danger with Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo. Oh no, this just keeps getting worse, doesn't it? The Queen gets us back into it, I think. So I think we don't really have an option though. Sapphire Steel as well. They're not having a great start either without their Quill. This is such a weird game. Nobody's doing anything. We're on this kind of draw goal plan. I mean, at least if we ever get there, Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo and Lady Tremaine is going to put in work. Okay, they inked a Quill, which, yeah, kind of telegraphs another Quill, so now we're just going to be a million years behind. The fact we couldn't get onto board at all. Peter Pan. I am going to play the Pan. So hopefully we can just rip ink. So I don't have to ink this Maui. Because turning a Maui into, or turning a Belle into a Maui is something that sounds kind of exciting to me. But obviously we just have to play our inkables, so if we have to ink Maui, we have to ink Maui. Inking McDuck Mansion, okay. So Tinkerbell's not too scary because we've got the Maui cleanup. So we can just quest Bucky, we'll get down the Bell, and we're expecting a quest here, and then Maui can pick this up, and if they don't play anything else, we can just Tremaine. If they just play one thing, we can go Tremaine, Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo, Tremaine, which would be pretty good. So, well, okay, we are in this. We are in this. So, I think we just need to stop them drawing cards. So I think the Tremaine into Tremaine line is just where we need to go. And then we're just way ahead on the race. That's going to be a good one as well. Right, so I think we are past the point of this Maui. So it's just going to be Tremaine, and then we'll replay the Tremaine. Yep, so the Tink goes, and then we will Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo on the Tremaine, and then we'll replay the Tremaine. Whew. Like, this was a rough start, but this is all kind of looking pretty good now. On you go. And we have another Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo to reset the Tremaine. Which I think we'll do. And then our Queen will let us reload. Because yeah, we can't let him have this like full Flavisham reload. We need to just like keep the pressure up. I'm not really sure what I'm afraid of now though. Like a Hades doesn't even seem that good. So I think we just quest with everything, and then Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo this Tremaine. Fine. Good start. Good start. I'd have a hard time imagining us losing this one. Now, obviously, if we were against a Ruby player, we'd be thinking about the... Yeah, we'd be thinking about the potential of a... Oh, it's totally going in my head. Be prepared. But we're not really scared of grab your swords at all, unless it's another grab your swords, but even then, challenges another character. So not if we challenge McDuck Mansion. I feel like we're far enough ahead that I can play around another grab your swords by just not playing anything to the board. Now Tinkerbell here would be good, but not terrifying. Okay, Long Game Zeus is fine. Yeah, just takes out this. And a McDuck Manor. Okay, now I think we can just race this now, right? Put this down. Now, obviously, a grab your swords off the top is pretty bad for us, but we can rebuild them. We're not a million years behind, and they do just have this one draw. Yeah, it's a Mickey Mouse. Lovely, lovely. Great first showing, considering that was such a terrible start for us. Yeah, and our opponent doesn't even want the rematch. Nice, nice. Okay, jumping into the second game now. We're against another green deck. I always like to see what people are doing with the Emerald cards. So, what have we got? We've got our Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo, Lady Tremaine stuff again. I don't think we're interested in these. Do I want to hold a queen? I kind of just want to hold a queen for an inkable. There is an argument to just throw away this Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo as well. I think I will. We've got them in our deck to draw them, and I'd rather just be able to play the game and not have to go up to 6. So we'll get rid of these. Okay, there's Morph. Okay, this is pretty good. Okay, so now we've got the Morph action going on here. What are we inking? I think we're inking the Peter Pan. I just don't see that being super relevant. And we're probably leading on the Morph. Just gives us the most options, doesn't it? Unless they... Yeah, okay. Okay, now we're definitely leading on the Morph, but what are we inking? Man, inking Minnie Mouse seems so crazy, but maybe it's just a second Morph. Maybe we don't need 2 Morphs. So let's just run this Morph out. This gives us a lot of options. It means if they are going to... Okay, yellow, lemon, lime, Pluto. Okay, and then they're not using this. So I think if they're not going to do that, we just want to start racing. And then this gives us loads of lines of like queen and queen, because we can shift this queen onto the Morph and we can play this queen, so we can get a lot of challenges and reload our hand this turn. We can even, if we want, we can trade some of the minis. We can go like mini into one of these guys just for an extra card as well. So there are options for us to totally be like, okay, Rockstar Stitch is a little bit spooky, but can we deal with it? We can take it out. It will cost us our entire board, but we'll draw 3 cards. We'll have... I think we have to. I think we just have to keep going up the curve, and we're going to totally refill our hand anyway. And I don't imagine the lemon and lime deck is going to be able to like go super late against us. So I think just aggressively... I mean, we'll see. Let's see. So we'll morph this, and we'll play this, and then we'll start seeing what happens. So this goes in here. Yes, I'd love to draw a card. It's a good one. And then this goes in here. I would love to draw a card. That's a good one with Tremaine. We would like another inkable. And this goes in here. Okay, there's the inkable. So yeah, I'm feeling pretty good now, because now we get to ink the Goofy, play the Bell. Then we've got Aladdin, Tremaine. We can set up this Tremaine Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo lock again, having Belle as our singer. So Piglet hits the ink. I mean, I feel like that was his big thing, like an early Stitch. Okay, Doc isn't spooky. I mean, that's mighty tempting, isn't it? I just feel like it doesn't matter though. So let's throw the Bucky away. Let's get... Yeah, let's get the bell down. And yeah, and then I'm thinking the next turn's just going to be like challenge, Tremaine. Yeah. Challenge the dock, and then hopefully he doesn't just vomit the board, and just plays one good thing. Like maybe just hard plays a Rockstar Stitch here, just goes Ink, dock, Rockstar, tries to settle for next turn, and Tremaine can just eat up that Rockstar and then the game's over. Oh. Kida. Well, that's pretty good for us, because now we can run the Tremaine line and not get... Oh, okay, we're getting hand attacked. So they have to take the... They're taking the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo. That's interesting. They're leaving us with the Tremaine. So what is Kida? Okay, so Kida is a 3/5. So we're not getting this turn. I think we still just have to run the Tremaine out. And leave him empty-handed. Because we run the Tremaine out. They get rid of the dock. I am just going to quest with this bell. I know they get it for free, but then we can finish the trade here and it forces them to play out their whole hand, so they're not holding anything and they're just playing off the top from that point onwards if they want to get rid of this bell. It's not looking good for... Oh, a Rapunzel? That's a blast from the past. Are people playing Rapunzel again? So what's your 6? Because... attacking and drawing... I guess? No, because they would have had to... Yeah. Man, I'm glad Bell is playable. Or at least, like, there's a... Chernabog! God, okay, okay. We've got a game. We've got a game, folks. Yeah. Chernabog. Chernabog's a good card. So, I mean, in that case, I think we just need maximum, like, stuff in play. Yeah, let's just play Aladdin. Now, I can't imagine... I mean, maybe if he's just going to chain Chernobogs, but I guess like there's no cards in the graveyard now, so he can't. Hades get back enough. I said this in my... Wait. Oh, he does get back this. Okay. Okay. So we are gaming. We are gaming. This deck's interesting. Okay, he's going to go for this, which means... I think we just trade off. When this character banishes. Yeah. I just see a world where keeping Aladdin about is going to be better than just getting rid of this Chernabog. And then... Yep, and then Kida probably plays pretty badly into Lady Tremaine. It is scrappy. This is scrappy now. I assumed this was going to be a face roll. I did not expect what our opponent was going to be up to. Okay. Now, because of this bibbidi bobbidi boo, I kinda just want to keep our Lady Tremaine alive. Okay. Oh, our opponent's walked right into it. Great. Fantastic. So, we get to finish this off. Then we're going to reset our Tremaine. Get rid of your Stitch. That like, the fact he shifted there was just so good for us. And yeah, yellow-green isn't going to sweep us, so I guess we can just try and go wide now. And we're representing a decent clock now. Yeah, I was going outside of another Chernobog, I don't really see... Yeah, and we're just going to start putting all this pressure into play now, so even another Chernobog at this point is going to struggle to keep up with the board. It's a decent wee showing so far. Yeah, Tinkerbell is good into our board. It is going to mop some stuff up, but I just don't see how our opponent can keep up with this pressure. So that's 7. Yeah, probably just run the Bucky out. There's no reason not to, I don't think. It just guarantees that our opponent can't clear everything. We good? Oh, there we go. And the concession. Try again? One more time? Opponent declines. God. Okay, and one more for good measure. We're against another Emerald deck. I'm always interested to see what Emerald gamers are up to. So Emerald Steel. Yeah, it makes me think Belle's going to be bad. Makes me scared for Peter Pan. Yeah, I think we just have to dig for action. I don't think we can really afford to be just messing about into a steel deck that's going to just threaten to kind of strangle us out of the game. Oh, the new Ursula. The new Ursula's not one that I thought of. Bucky could just be terrible here. Let's get rid of the Tinkerbell. Might live to regret that. That was a tough one to ink, but it might be fine. Okay, the Jafar play. This is the old. Is this the old discard deck? So we're going to take a song off us. So they're going to get our Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo. I think it's fine. Oh no, they take the Tooth and Claw. Right. Okay. Right. Okay. I think it is time for Bucky to go. Bucky's gone. Flynn Rider's in. So is this maybe like the Prince John Whole New World deck? If that is the case, we just want to... They're playing Morphs as well. Ursula Singer. Okay. Ursula Singer. Really need to think about our turns here. I think... This feels crazy to ink the mini to play the Pan, but I think we just need to get the attack in. I think we just need to get us off the table. Oh, punished for not playing the Minnie Mouse. God. Holy man, what a blowout. I don't know if we can win now. Jesus. Yeah, definitely got this Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo. We are a million years behind now. This is yeah, the Queen and Maui are going to have to put in a power of work here to get us back into that. God, the old 4-for-1, absolutely brutal. Okay, we're going to ink Peter Pan, and we're going to say go. Man, Not that leaving Minnie Mouse out would have done anything there, to be fair. Like, I would just be sitting with a Minnie Mouse in play and... okay, no resist on the Robin Hood, so... There's still a game, yeah, okay. So... we can... so what's this? When he banishes, you can draw a card, right? So... let's just do this. Because I'm fine with this. What? This draws cards at every point. When this character is banished, he draws a card. Oh, okay, right. Right, okay. We might not be out of it. We might not be out of it. Especially if that's going to happen, because now we can get our queen down. They are drawing a power of cards though, like... Maybe it was just right to kill this. Tink hits the ink, and then do they play a morph into a Tinkerbell? I mean, why didn't they just play the Tinkerbell if that's the plan? Along came Zeus. Okay. Okay, well... yeah, it's unfortunate, but this is how we need to play it. But we are crawling back into this one. I wonder, I mean, if they've got a bunch of these... okay, we lose our Dragonfire. If they have a bunch of these kind of bad draw spells that they're planning to make good with Ursula, their top decks might not be better than ours. That's a good one. What's this got? Resist 2? Oh. The... man. Man. Resist 2 is brutal. I just have to play it out just so they don't... they're going to go to 13. Then you might be wondering, why didn't I just kill this? Oh god. God, okay, I get got. Yep. This is real. I need to go here next. Yeah, and then there's the Bucky, and yeah, that's definitely the game, isn't it? Yeah, that's the game. Jeez. The first few games were pretty sweet, weren't they? Okay. He's taking us up on a rematch. I mean, I do like this hand. We've got ink. Play this. Yeah. Yeah, alright. Snap it off. Yeah, I don't think this Peter Pan's going to be super relevant. So Pan can go. Go. Now I wonder if we're going to get a Bucky turn. Okay, do this. Now, let's run the Morph out. It's obviously quite susceptible against steel, so I want to just try and leverage it as soon as I can. Okay, no songs this time. 0 songs. Now what? It's definitely this Minnie Mouse, so what are we inking? I think your opponent just has too much draw power for us to reasonably be buckying them out, so let's just do this. We could get Storm Raged on, popping our Morph, which I don't think is too terrible. Okay, this is good. We're going to get to draw cards now. play draw. Difference between play draw is huge. And we get a little Robin Hood. Okay. So is our best line... Yeah, I think our best line is just to try and draw cards. I don't think this Aladdin... Now this is the thing though with drawing cards. Look, we can... Yeah, I think we want to keep the Queen safe. Obviously Aladdin... It's tough. It's tough on the Inkables, isn't it? We could just shift into Tremaine. Okay, no, I think we just have to be in on drawing cards this turn. So let's shift here. Play this. Yeah, we'll draw this card. This is a 5. We'll attack here. Yes. Cool. And I think that's us. Yeah, I want to just keep this safe because this makes our opponent's life really hard. It makes exerting this Robin Hood an absolute chore for them. Okay, we'll get a big Robin Hood. Now, fortunately, big Robin Hood does go down to Medusa. Okay, he's going to gain 2. Yeah, and he can't exert. So, I think we just have to take the cards. Yeah, just go in here. Now, do I want 2 cards? How important is Minnie Mouse? Yeah, I probably just want something in play that's doing something. Yeah, where were you a minute ago, Maui? God, you'd have been good. So our opponent gets a card. Yep. We're going to quest, and we're going to get our Bell down. Yeah, just when our opponent doesn't have that monstrous turn 3 Ursula, this game feels a lot closer, doesn't it? So we are going to lose our Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo, I guess. Going after this, which is fair enough. Yep. And clear this. I'm just going to hold this, I think, because of their discard effects. Taking out the Maui and not the Bell. Okay, no, they have them both. That's fair. Okay. Makes a little bit more sense. Okay, and now we just get to take over the game, I think. We'll just get rid of this morph and keep questing. And I think we're going to game 3. This is exciting getting to play a best of 3 though. Nice way to round out the video, I think. A morph. Yeah, we'll just quest. Play a Goofy. I guess there's no harm in questing here either. Another Lucifer here might be bad. Where this character quests, deal 3 damage. Oh, okay. Okay. And the quest with the Lucifer here is lights out. In fact, the Queen just reloading her entire hand is probably a lot better, I think. And now we've got them under like Lady Tremaine, Bibbity Bobbity Boo lock, so I can't imagine this game lasts much longer. Okay, game 3, let's go! Unfortunately, Pixelborn crashed a couple of turns into our game 3, so we're not actually going to get to see how that best of 3 pans out, but hopefully you can see the power of this deck. Bibbity Bobbity Boo is such a good engine card, and the Evasive Shell is just a really powerful shell, I think, right now. Being able to play Belle is sweet, Queen of Hearts is obviously awesome. I think Morph is just going to be a mainstay of this game for a long time now, and he only gets better when more Floodborns gets printed. Thank you so much for watching. Comment if you've got anything to say to me, leave a like if you enjoyed it, and a subscribe would mean the world. Hopefully see you for the next one. Keep thinking happy thoughts, folks.